Greetings from the underground. Greetings from Horror Culture TV. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. And I never say this on my videos, but if you enjoy this content, man, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll help me tremendously. You have no idea. I'm trying to get my channel to grow and stuff like that. So, yeah, if you do me a solid, go ahead and like and subscribe. Share if you feel so compelled to. Help a brother out, man. Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick little video. I don't know how quick it's gonna be, but I'm gonna do a video just talking about some of the movies that I've seen and pretty much do some recommendations as to the movies that I liked. The first movie coming up is gonna be Bliss. I watched Bliss on Shudder. I think it's a Shudder exclusive if I'm not mistaken. And I got interested when I was hearing a podcast. I think the podcast name was Beyond the Void, and they were talking about, actually speaking about Bliss. I think it was Bliss. Anyways, they were talking about they were talking about VFW. My bad. They were talking about VFW and how the director had done VFW, Bliss, I think The Mind's Eye, and Almost Human. I've seen Almost Human and VFW, and I like both of those, man. The director has a lot of great effects in there, all practical effects. I don't really think I've seen any CGI or anything like that. So I like what he's been doing, you know. So with that being said, I figured I'll go ahead and check Bliss out. I do have a subscription to Shudder, and I decided to go ahead and check it out, and I did, man. And it's pretty interesting. It's a good film. It's one that I'm definitely gonna be picking up on Blu-ray to have it. I would be the pride owner of Bliss once I get it in my hands. Again, I don't spoil anything, but pretty much what I'm gonna say is that it's about this young girl who's an artist, and she looks for drugs for creativity, and then shit happens. Imagine that. But like I said, practical effects were on point. The boobs, yeah, they're on point too. But overall, man, it's a great film. I highly recommend it. I loved it. I mean, it's not going to go like in my top 10 or anything like that of all time, or top 15, top 20 or whatever, but it's a great film, and I would definitely watch it again and again and again and again. It's a great film, man. So go ahead and, if you have a subscription to Shudder, or if you want to try their free trial, just check it out. I would definitely recommend checking it out, man. The next one is going to be, I also saw it on Shudder itself. That's why I'm not holding it up, because when I actually own the copies, I hold it up like this and show it off, because it makes me feel good. Unfortunately, there's nothing there. But the next one up is going to be Scared Package. Scared Package is going to be an anthology. Got different stories in there. It's got different stories. Same thing. You can tell, man, they just had fun with this. It's actually a little bit different, because as of right now, I don't really think I know, at least not at the top of my head, I haven't really seen any horror anthologies that are also comedic. And this is one of them. Well, not one of them. Like I said, I haven't seen them, but this is one that is horror and comedic at the same time. And it was a lot of fun, man. I had fun with it. Again, a lot of practical effects. They had a lot of practical effects. They did have a little bit of CGI in there that I saw, but it wasn't too bad. Nothing off-putting or anything like that. But, and the comedic side of it. The comedic side of it was a little bit hit and miss. Not gonna lie. But like, if it's released on DVD or Blu-ray, would I pick it up? I would pick it up, but I would try to pick it up for cheap. I wouldn't go all out on it. I'd wait for the price to kind of come down a little bit and then pick it up at a good price, you know. But you could tell while they were doing the whole film that they were having a lot of fun, and they just enjoyed themselves while doing it. It was crazy. It had some good moments in there, man. It had some good moments. I think I also saw a cameo of Joe Bob Briggs, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was in there. I did see this late night, and I'm not gonna lie, I dozed off for 5 minutes, and I know it was only 5 minutes because I checked it, right? But when I woke up on that one, I'm pretty sure I saw Joe Bob Briggs in there. But it was a good film. Don't think because I said I dozed off that it was fucking boring and that's what drove me to sleep. No, man, this was like past midnight. Yeah, that type of shit. Still trying to watch movies at that hour. So yeah, man. Next one up is gonna be this one. I do own it, and you guys saw this one on on one of my Blu-ray updates or one of my DVD updates or media updates, whatever you want to call them, and that's gonna be a Bloodfest. This one I ended up getting for cheap. I got it for like $5 if I'm not mistaken. And I'm actually really glad I got it. I'm really glad I got it. This one, and this is another horror comedy, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. The comedy on this one's pretty good, man. There's a lot of funny moments in here. The gore effects as well, they're pretty good. There was also a few scenes that had some CGI in it, but nothing too off-putting. But it's funny though. So I recommend it. I highly recommend it, especially now. I think you could probably find it for cheap. So if you do find it cheap, pick it up, man. It's going to be definitely worth the watch. I think you'll have a good time. Just pop a couple of beers and sit back, enjoy the ride, man. On this one, same thing. It's going to be pretty much just a couple of kids that wanted to get together and go to this horror convention, or not really a horror convention, but a horror festival of sorts. And what do you know? Shit goes wrong. And they have to survive. Yeah, that's all you're getting from me. You want to know the rest of it, you can either watch the trailer or just buy it. But I would recommend you buying it. But yeah, I highly recommend this film right here, man. It's pretty fun, A lot of gore effects. There's also a couple of scenes. I think there was like two or three scenes, if I'm not mistaken, where they had to use a green screen. Completely understandable given the situation. Once you see actually film, you'll be like, all right, yeah, it's not bad. It's not cool. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not cool. It's not bad. I mean, it didn't like really fuck up the ambience in the movie, but it's pretty cool. I highly recommend this film, man. Really recommend it. I love it. And last night, I actually watched a film from a Shriek Show. I think it's a Shriek Show release. Yeah, Shriek Show release. And I had a lot of film. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show it first. That's gonna be Wicked Lake. Now, do I like this film? I fucking loved it. It was great, man. I'm gonna tell you something. The first and the last scene had boobs. Yeah, man. Nice ones too. All right. Hold on, slow down. I'm not that fucking perv that only wants to watch movies because there's boobs in there. But being that there's horror, you kind of want to see some boobs in there, man. And especially when you get films like this, like Wicked Lake, there's Shriek Shows, Traumas, and stuff like that, you're going to expect to see some boobs in there. And I'm just saying, being a huge fan of the female anatomy or the female body, there's some pretty nice ones in here, man. Can't complain when you see something like that. Beautiful women. I love you women. All of you guys. I love y'all. Back to the review. Yeah, so this is just about some girls that want to go out to a lake and have some fun, because girls just want to have fun, right? Now, what I was gonna say was this: would I recommend this for everybody? This isn't gonna be for everybody. I'm gonna be straight up and just say that right now. I love horror, independent films. I love low budget films. I love cheese, and this one has a lot of cheese in it. It was cheesy to me, and it was fun. Would I recommend it to everybody? No. The reason why I wouldn't recommend it to everybody is because I know you have to kind of develop that taste for independent horror to be able to watch shit like this and actually enjoy it. Not everybody likes it. There's a lot of people who might be coming to my channel soon, whenever my channel gets bigger, right? And speaking with faith, my channel's going to grow fucking big, man. It's going to be huge, and it's going to be awesome, amazing. But there's going to be people who are going to get in there and maybe start checking out. A lot of people who are maybe used to watching like a lot of mainstream horror, mainstream films and stuff like that, are going to be interested and be like, oh, well, let me check this shit out. So like for those people who might be new to independent horror, indie horror, low budget, micro budget, underground, if you want to call it that way, would I recommend it to them? No, this wouldn't be a good starting point for them. But if you have not seen this and you've already had a taste and maybe seen films along the lines of maybe watch some trauma films and you like some of them, or maybe watch something along the lines of Circus of the Dead, or I don't know, there's so many other films out there. My mind just drew a blank for some reason. I just remember Circus of the Dead because I love it. I fucking love Circus of the Dead. But if you've seen films like that and you kind of enjoy those, you're like, you know what, I want to go dig a little bit deeper into independent horror, indie horror, low budget. Gotta keep repeating myself with the same shit? No, right? You guys understand? All right. Yeah, go ahead and pick this one up. If you can find it for cheap and just want to give it a shot, go ahead and pick this one up. Did I love it? I fucking loved it, man. I fucking loved it. You want to try something different? Go ahead and pick this one up. So yeah, man, that's gonna be my recommendations. Not really reviews. I'm gonna be doing some reviews, but more than doing reviews, I'd rather do recommendations, man. Reviews sound kind of cliche, I guess, in a way. And more than doing reviews and shitting all over movies that I really don't like, I don't want to do that. People work hard on their films and to create this art form to have some YouTuber, big channel, YouTube. I'm not a big channel, but I'm just saying I've seen some big channels out there that considerably big in the horror community or whatever, and they tend to shit a lot on fucking independent horror films, man. And that's not cool. That's not cool. I mean, I know you got your opinions, but when we really try to peel back the little whatever the fuck you be peeling back, and you try to say that they're, well, I'm not gonna really say, but they pretty much shit all over them. It's not cool, man. So more than doing that, because people have worked, like I said, they work hard at this and they create their art, and to them, this is it. I mean, I'm not gonna say this is it, but I mean, this is their art form. This is their creativity. This is what they spend their time, money, and shit on, right? I'd rather do recommendations. Like I said, if I start working with some film companies or distribution companies and they start sending me DVDs to review, and I mean, I'll tell them, you know what, I'm gonna be completely honest if I do end up doing a review. But other than that, if it's for me, like shit that I pull off of my collection and stuff like that, more than doing reviews, I'd rather do some recommendations, man. So with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys.